Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
While I'm hanging on by the woo, I'm here. So
All right,
excited.
let's roll. Yeah, we're in there, buddy. We're in there, baby. We're gonna make it happen. Okay. Everybody, thank y'all for coming in. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all some more folks come in. Peace, 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 peace,
Peace and
everyone.
divine family. I see y'all, Chief,
Mm-hmm.
in the Bay.
Come on in.
I came to the right place.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Polka Dot Rabbit Podcast. Peace. We are here. It's your brozo here, aka Musos or Uncat. We're here. Polka Dot Rabbit Podcast. We are here to uplift humanity, but especially to help assist the woolly head melanated beings that have been asleep for some time and happy to here. They've been starting to wake up slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already, go to polkadot.rabbitpodcast.com. Check out my book, Bicultural Living and Leaving the World of Illusions. You know what I'm saying?
Woo.
If you ever have any questions about you know, why I do this or what's going on. A lot of the information is in the book. Um, that's enough of me. We got a serious presentation going on tonight. I'm very honored to have the good brother here, Crip Jesus, to show us some great information. You know what I'm saying? So that's up for me. Go ahead, brother. Introduce yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Peace. I wanted to say, I like that, man. What you just put that, yeah. Tap in with me with that, man. You know, I'm just getting the store started, bro. So, you know, I got my book just coming through. I'm out here on the West Coast. We swing that over here. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm about to be outside every day. You feel me? So,
Indeed.
likewise, you know, I
Yeah,
got the Blue Bible. I don't know if you've been seeing. I've been pushing that.
I've
It
seen it.
ain't even the raw version ain't even dropped yet. I'm pushing the pre-order because I already know they're gonna be snatching half of the shit I say out when it, you know
I
how
know
that
that's right. I know that's
goes. So,
right. Hey, man.
so I'm letting them get like a raw uncut straight to version. But I like that too. So if y'all want to tap in with me, you know it's all digital, y'all. Y'all can holler at me. If y'all happen to be my way, y'all want to grab that joint, whatever, we all together. You know. Can you hold that one more time?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, bicultural. Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
really,
Bicultural living the
it's
leave.
funny you say that because that's what a lot of brothers need. You know, a lot of us
Mm-hmm.
think in absolutes too much. And it's like, am I
True,
this or
true,
that?
true. Mm-hmm.
Our mind to understanding the amount of knowledge we lack,
Yeah.
the depths of the knowledge that we seem to not miss out on because of just ignorance or what they did and all of that, but also due to a lack of perspective and due to a lack
Yeah.
of being, like you said, bicultural, having
Mm-hmm.
knowledge and experience with more than one culture. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Word is bond.
Indeed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
You
you you
know,
you got it. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told is, man, we living here in the States, you know what I'm saying? We were brought up as, a certain way, and we're starting to be deprogrammed and getting back to culture and knowledge of self. So, you know what I'm saying? We got this old American side, you know what I'm saying, but we got our culture, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta,
yeah.
you gotta embrace it all. You gotta embrace it all. Um, and for y'all, anybody in the chat, if you want to hear, you have the opportunity to go to YouTube and watch it there in case you have any issues. I know we were having issues last night. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead and tell the folks who you are, what you got going on for the people that don't know who you are. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Peace to the divine family. You know what I mean? Y'all might have heard me as Crip Jesus, the blue guy. You know what I mean? I'm also known, you know, amongst my peers as King El Allah. And I'm really here today not only just to be on the Polka Dot Rabbit podcast, King right here, but also I'm up here promoting my joint, the Blue Bible. Y'all tap in on me on Instagram at HOLYCRIPJESUS, on Twitter, Crip Jesus Blue Guy, PJESUSBUGODR. If you like trying to memorize all that, you just type in cripjesus.com. It's that simple. I mean, if y'all trying to get the book, you can just go to cripjesus.com and go to the contact section. Hit me right there. We doing pre-orders, we doing directs, all that. You feel me? And just to get everybody warmed up and ready, I had to stop by, not just on the promo run, but just also, you know, I've been hearing about everything that's going on over here. I had to get a taste. I had to get a taste. I mean, I had to go down the rabbit hole. Everybody knows I live in the rabbit hole.
That's it. You got
First
it.
going to the rabbit hole. It's me right there in their way.
You got it. You completely overstand. Real talk.
Love y'all. The
All right. And you said it was cripjesus.com, right? Okay, wait a minute. I lost you on the StreamYard link on the laptop. Jesus.com. What you say, brother? Oh, there you go. All right, let's see. Let me bring you back. Okay, there you go. Okay, I got you. I brought you back. You back. You back. All right. All right. So that's it, right? Well, wait a minute. That's not right. Yeah, that's it. Cripjesus.com, right? I have it right? Let me see if I can. Okay. I don't know. Still, your StreamYard. I don't see you on the StreamYard.
I see you.
Okay, there we go. There we go. We good. We good. All right. So we got this. You want to go ahead and break down with this presentation, what it's about and everything?
Lost tribe of Jesus. I think they've done a good job in mystifying any concept we have of spirituality, religion, nationality, culture by always getting us to look at this character and getting him accepted as a human being with an environment, a title, a group, a nationality, a group of people surrounding him. I think once we get to that part, we start to see what the big hoopla was. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. So you want to go ahead and start?
You heard me?
Say that again.
I said how it connects to us when we get into the tribal
Yeah.
side of it.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay. All right. So you ready? You ready? Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
All right. All right. Here you go.
So before we go any further, I want people to look at this, understand the East Europe of what the people we came so much whitewash. Once again, it goes in what you said. Christianity in itself is bicultural. I'm not even talking about getting deep into the white black thing. I'm saying even in the Catholics, a lot of people think automatically the Pope. Don't understand that there's an Orthodox and there's a Holy Roman. So they say, oh, Michelangelo and Caesar, but that's because you're looking over there. You're stuck in Rome and Italy all day. You're stuck in Spain and Portugal all day. That's not even where Christianity's stuck at. You didn't skip Constantinople. You didn't skip, you get what I'm saying? So the first thing I presented right here was these images coming from what's called the Orthodox Church. So even if we go into the Romans or the quote unquote, what you want to simplify and say whiter Europeans, even their first expression of Christianity was nothing nowhere near what we see today with the Holy Roman Church. You know what I mean? And that picture was just to show that, because I don't feel like that looks like necessarily me or you per se. It's a melanated people. It's a people who are not the standard that we see sold to us in the church that we were taught by in the West, right? Under the Holy Roman concept. I say concept because a lot of dudes will argue with you and say, "Oh, that's the Catholics. I'm Protestant. I'm Martin Luther. I'm that." I'm saying, no. That's all the West version. You know what I'm saying? Even when Martin Luther and John Wycliffe and all of them spoke out against the church, they were speaking out against the Holy Roman Catholic Pope.
Okay.
You're right. So if you're dealing with phenotype, dealing with the whole melanated thing is a problem of us, back to your name of your book, not being bicultural. You know what I mean? If we were to take, okay, I believe in Jesus. I was never a member of a church, but my middle name was Christian, and my mom believed. So that was just my own understanding of we come under the umbrella of Christianity. So I studied Constantine, Constantinople, you know what I mean, Emperor Nero, who was an enemy of the Christians.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But his name is, if I'm not mistaken, he's mentioned in the New Testament like that. So we have to get outside of the guy floating around, like grandma say, and start using the environment that goes with what's being discussed. If they're talking about Rome leaders and Roman emperors, they're talking about King Herod, if they're talking about this place and that place and saying Jesus went to Egypt at this time, let's look at what's going on in Egypt at that time.
Yeah.
Let's look at what this 17 years, his grandmother, not his great-great-grandmother, his grandmother was straight from over here in Ethiopia. One of the philosophers. A lot of these things are that version. Black Jew, Black Hebrew. We both know that by the time the word Jew and Hebrew comes into play, you're not dealing with it.
Yeah, it looked like you cut off on the StreamYard. There you go. Gotcha.
That's why I wanted to do the StreamYard directly off the phone. But okay, let's go.
Okay, we're here. Okay, go ahead.
No, keep going.
Oh, okay, next one. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's how we crack it off.
All right.
So this goes to what I was saying. It's a level of understanding without discussing who's Mary, because you have no information to work with to make the concept of Mary any deeper, because of going into what was going on in Palestine at the time, or King Herod. You know, step off top. Man, let me show the people. I talk, y'all.
Oh yeah, there you go.
This see this guy, the one with the beard and the head grown, the Hebrew shepherd, or is he this guy, the Chinese guy who we never saw a day in our life? You, because why? Not being by. Yeah, you hit me with the right one. It just stung me, right? Because that's the problem. I'm telling you. When I hear dudes saying they switched the name, they did who? Jorge. There's a lot of people named Jorge who might come to America and say, my name is George, and have no problem navigating themselves through the world, being both Jorge and George, and maybe something else. It's you that don't travel. It's you that's not bicultural. It's you that have took your own ignorance and have decided to use that as ethnocentrism. How we do that? Only in America. It's kind of like the LGBT thing. It's like, I'm going to give you the wrong version, and then I'm going to beat you up because you don't agree with the wrong version.
Yeah.
Right? So Jesus doesn't fit into none of these concepts. These are all racism. I'm not talking about somebody hanging from a tree. Racism is an ism. It's the science of race. These are all you trying to box in something that's very clear and make it to a joke. You know, like Jesus, this white dude with the beard and the. You know what's funny about this one? This is a proof of how the mind works. Whether this Jesus character lived or not, this concept has been so permeated in our brains. This not even a certain look. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put anyone here and put that little beard and the head, right? So it goes from a teaching of a nationality and a concept of a science to a joke now, a costume, a Halloween costume. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if we were dealing with a tribe, a lot of people even hear the concept of tribe and they think race. And that's not what a tribe is. A tribe is a nationality. A chief
Mm-hmm.
is the king of the tribe.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, well, he's the king of the nation, right? The nation has been national. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So a tribe cannot be determined by phenotype. What type of hairstyle do you have? Did his feet was his feet like bronze or not? I told y'all he was black. What black? What's the black nation? Let's stop playing. I think a lot of y'all are so non-bicultural and so pro-Americanized, watered down that they only want to see. Because let's be real, I'll go even deeper. The J is a new letter, so it's not even Jesus we're talking about, but even the concept of the Jesus, they only want to see it in the American way. You know, but if you see the next slide, we're going
All right.
to Islam. Now, where else can we look at Jesus in a bi-cultural way? If we put him on the table, the Christians and the Muslims, didn't they have the Holy Crusade over? So
Yeah, that's a. I know. I know. Okay, here we go. Should be coming in. Yeah.
okay, leave the
uh,
uh, so we see right here.
hmm.
Am I back in there? Because I don't see you.
Yes, sir. You back? Ready to go?
So we see right here okay, so in Christianity, right? We got Christianity. Well, okay, Constantine goes over here, meets with them. They're talking about Palestine, Egypt. Well, Islam around the corner, right? So they talk in the Quran. Islam, let's go. If we're talking about the holy, right? The big war right now is whether it's belong. We want to call it Israel. So side. So for those of y'all out there, if we're gonna get to the tribe of Jesus, if we're gonna get outside of the word Jesus that doesn't begin with a J anyway.
Uh huh. Can you hear me? Okay. Go ahead. Yes. Uh huh.
It's called anything about being Palestine.
Most people, even older people, don't know.
Mm.
Well,
Look at human brain from the now.
Yeah, I think.
I feel like in their mind it confirms the Bible.
Yeah, I mean, how many people that you know would even have to know the actual date and the time frame this Israel became a state? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they have to know that Israel's a state to begin with. So, Islam calls Virgin Mary of the Bible by her tribal name, Maryam bin Imran. This gives, first of all, a name, but that's not just Mary. Exactly. That's going to let you realize that you've been saying the anglicized version all this time. And if you go to the Middle East, this is not a deep thing. I know dudes going to think, oh, he's been studying, he got the name. No. If you go to Africa, North Africa, or the Middle East and talk to anybody that's named Mary, their name is going to be Maryam. This is not deep. This is just you don't talk to nobody. Okay? It's all in America. If you meet women that's Eritrean, Ethiopian, I can't hear you. It's like the mic.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What you saying?
No, go ahead. You good? You good?
Okay.
No, I was just
We
saying
building,
it's just
brother.
language phonetics, but that's it. But go ahead. You got.
Yeah, so it's like when I meet sisters over here that's maybe Eritrean, Ethiopian, even going further out, it's an Islamic culture. You see women that are from Pakistan, Palestine, Iran, Maryam. That's what you'll see their name would be, Maryam, right? Then to go further, if we realize that the Arab culture is what South, going from South Italy, Andalus, where Spain is now, you'll see here to the south, Maria becomes Mathia, Marianne. You feel what I'm saying? What's the other one? I'm telling you, bro, it's so many southern names with the Mary, right? And you start to realize that it's a cultural thing. Now, if you go back to this time we're talking about, when they're claiming Jesus was around 2,000 years ago, in that area of the world, in that area that we're saying, because we're going with the name, we're going with Mary, right? What area are we talking about? So we're in the Middle East, we're in North Africa, Islamic areas, right? So what's going on is that we got to go to the area now, right? What you'll realize is this was one of the most popular names in East Africa and the Middle East 2,000 years ago. Almost a quarter of the women were named Mary.
Mm-hmm.
A woman with a child that the government was a woman. This is not, you only got just history. That was going on all day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
There was more than one Virgin Mary. You understand what I'm saying? It's a virgin unmarried woman. There was more than one. Right? A baby mama. Yeah. He's a hood dude. You know what I'm saying? Go to the next slide. Let's break it down to him.
All right.
So just to get deeper in, I want to delve into these places for y'all. So we go to the Quran. Now, the Quran is important because remember, it's not official unless it's in Arabic. So it preserves what they were saying, why it preserves these names. And you'll see the third surah in the Quran is called Al Imran. That's her last name.
Mm-hmm.
That name is not given to us in Christianity or Hebrew, Israelite, or whatever you want to. That name is not given to us. And that name actually gives us a location because Imran, if you look it up, the actual tribe where the Arabs located is called Bani Imran, and their location was supposed to be Tel El Armana in Egypt. That's a city still there right now, Tel El Armana. So, yeah. Now you see right there on the other side, I put I let him get a bar. Miriam the first. She was the queen of the Hasmonean dynasty. You feel what I'm saying? The second wife of Herod the Great. Now, Herod the Great, you familiar with that name?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can you let the people know who Herod is in the story of Jesus? Just in case they
Yeah.
might not believe me. They
Herod.
may think I'm just being extra smart and shit.
Yeah, Herod. He was a Herod. Herod. He was the one that he was trying to kill Jesus. Correct.
Now, here's the funny thing. Did you know
Mm-hmm.
in Herod's real life story,
Mm-hmm.
the actual Herod, he was married to a woman named Miriam, and he was so jealous of the bloodline of his own children he was having with his own sons. He was killing his own sons.
Dang, I didn't know that. Damn.
Tap in, Queen. Just that knowledge, man. You might want to get some of the brothers. I know you out there with the brothers out there in North Carolina. They need this. Tell them to tap in. You know what I mean? We got the pre-order going because there's going to be certain information they're going to snatch out when this thing hit the Amazon and all that. I'm telling you. It's deep. You feel me?
Yeah, I
So I'm
got.
trying to tell the brothers and the sisters to tap in for the pre-order. I'm letting them get the raw uncut straight to them. First print and the PDF
CripJesus.com.
and all
Is
that
that where they
stuff
get
goes
it?
out.
CripJesus.com.
You go to cripjesus.com, go to the contact section. They actually come to pay advertisers all day. They acting like they don't see it.
Okay.
It's right there. You know what I'm saying? They want it, you know what I mean? I'm trying to let them know it's worth it. And I'm letting them get everything, all the but this is the woman whose children he was murdering, bro. His own sons. This story of Jesus is beyond real. This was happening over and over again all the time. Same thing with Moses with the murder of the innocents. Planned Parenthood. Understand me? Right? Oh, yeah. I got you, sister. But the platform ain't nothing. You need to get this. I don't know if you understand what you're missing out on. You need to get this. You need to have this for your auntie, your sister, your cousin. You need this on the living room table, the kitchen table. This is the Blue Bible. Okay, now check this out. The second wife of Herod the Great, she was known for her great beauty, as was her brother Aristobulus III. Herod's fear of his rivals, the Hasmoneans, see, his rivals, but this is his wife, though. So he's the client king. It's the same thing going on now. How they have a client people there. This has been going on in this area for a long time. They let other nations come in, displace. They're not the first ones to do it. You know, this led him to execute all of the prominent members of the family, including Miriam. He killed his own wife because of this.
Hey.
The black woman got the bloodline.
That's the way to stop it.
Oh, watch this.
Same thing, like you said, Planned Parenthood. Same thing. You're right. You said go next one. All right.
So this gives us some context as far as the area, right? So whether you what you're talking about, for those I hear that a lot. You know, dudes. Now we have this system. You kind of make it up. You could be anything. You could be a frog, a cat. You could be a cloud, a moon. You could be left, right, upside down. Nothing makes sense anymore. So nobody wants to define anything. They say that's your Jesus.
Yeah, it looks like you went off on StreamYard. You can just click on that link again. It should put you back in. I just click on the link again. It should bring you back in. Yeah, you should be on in a few moments. I just saw you. Hold on a second. You should be coming in. There you go. You back.
So the story of Jesus is about King Herod's massacre of the innocents and his subjects' Egyptian roots. So as you see in that picture, that's not Egypt. So in the story, he flees to Egypt. Remember in the book of Matthew, when they want to come murder him, he flees to
Mm-hmm.
Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that name I gave you, the Miriam ben Imram,
Mm-hmm.
like I told you, Tel El Armana, the city of
Mm-hmm.
Bani Imram. That's in Egypt.
Mm.
What I'm showing you is in the Bible, it's so much not the R version that it mentions him fleeing there, fleeing from Rome and all of that. They're focused on
Yeah.
Rome and all that in there. They're focused on King
Mm-hmm.
Herod and all that. In the Quran, it tells you, oh, yeah, his mother is part of his tribe. Yeah, such and such.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like you're talking to the homegirl or something, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So, right off the Mediterranean Sea. So you would have Europe up north, and you have Africa right south. You would have what leads to Greece north. You would have what leads to Egypt south. You're in the holy part. You're in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going. So this goes back to what I was just saying. Al Imran, right? Have you ever heard that name of her?
Yes, I have. I have her. I'm wrong. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad this. I'm not making this up. This is known. It's just with it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's about being bicultural. Once again, you know what I mean. Tap into the Blue Bible if you want to get Al Imran version of Jesus in them. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's a good point, man. Because a lot of Christian folks they'll just read the Bible only, and they'll be like, oh, the Quran, so and so. They don't realize that once you read both of them, you'll see the similarities in them. Most people are so ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Are so straight up brainwashed that they don't even want to take the time to even read the Quran. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be stuck in their way. So you right on, man. You gotta put all, especially this dealing with the monotheistic religions. You got to take all your tools and put them together, man, and you're gonna be left out in the cold, and you won't understand, just like you talk about, and see the connection between them. But go ahead, brother.
In the Bible, right? So we're stepping out the descriptions to get to a factual that we use. You know, it doesn't talk about King Herod and his murder, sir, the innocence, his jealousy of his wife and their bloodline. It doesn't talk about all that in the Quran or the Bible, right? So you're not just reading about some random people to bring you feel me? Imram is the native tribe of Egypt called Amarna in Latin. You have the Amarna dynasty, the 18th dynasty of Egypt. You have Tel El. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just the Imram in Latin. For me,
El, he said, tell El Arman. Is that what you said? Yes. Mm-hmm.
The reason why I got you here is because LL people. So by this man right here, Pharaoh Kenneton, the one you always hear about with the big head, his son was King Tut, Queen Nefertiti. What's the importance of this? Why do we love their jewelry so much? A lot of us who don't even have that knowledge still think deep inside. That's the lost tribe of Jesus that I'm talking about. Now, some dudes that's around with some skirts and sheep and stuff. The empty city is the last name of Mary in the Quran. See what I'm saying? This. I'm not saying it says it's the Quran. There's no surah I can point you to and it says
to the truth. Or biblical or Quranic into a real place with real roots.
about like you feel me? Great. So it's telling you, hey, that stupid Bible about Mary. Hey, they tell you that Jesus was God and you should pray to this statue. No, he's divine. But it's busting it down for you because Christianity was already, well, it wasn't called Christianity, but this practice.
Say it again.
The Quran was more of a break. The Quran took the place of more of a breakdown of what it was because the concept of Jesus, the Messiah, and then worship that already existed. You feel me? The Coptics. When the Romans, a lot of people say, well, what was going on between Constantine? A lot of people jump straight from the story of Jesus to Constantine. They say it's fake or it's real, or that's because their lack of knowledge. In between that gap of time, the Coptics were at war with the Romans, just like the Romans were at war with the Coptics. So if you want to take away Jesus, the character, let's take away Jesus, the name and all that. There was no Jesus, right? There was no J. So it's Isa, Yeshua, whatever you want to go with. If you want to go back to what we're really talking about, forget all of that. Like you said, the mythology. Let's take mythology out for a second. What's real if I take the mythology out? Nothing. No, you don't know nothing. The Coptics were there and they were fighting the Romans and they believed in the Messiah and the cross and all of that. That was there already.
Yep.
This is not my theory. This is not me getting hyped up and saying I got the secret sauce for y'all in the Egypt Jesus. No. There were a group of people that were known as Egyptians, the Coptics, and they were murdered all day, every day by the Romans, and they believed in this. And in their teachings, this is the part that they don't want me to admit, in their teachings amongst themselves, not in that goddamn New Testament book y'all got, amongst themselves, they understood that the person we're talking about, Mary, was a descendant of the people from this city right here. That's extremely important, y'all, because what the black people in North America don't know is this is 4,000 years old. This statue and all that was 2,000 years before Jesus. They tried to wipe these people out of history. The same thing they're doing to us over here. They're lying, saying we've been slaves the whole 400 years. We didn't build nothing. We didn't have nothing. 200 years from now, what y'all brothers need to be careful of is 200 years from now, they may write that we didn't have nothing right now.
Exactly.
There was no, Brozo, Crumb, and Crip Jesus. No. All you niggas was in prison. What you talking about?
Yep. And not only that, you make us white.
Was in prison. Oh, the good ones. They're gonna say Crip Jesus was white.
Yep.
That's why they put the Crip on the front so they make sure. Wait, what the Crips look like? Hold on, okay. I don't know if he's white, right? Me putting the Crip on front of Jesus is basically I'm glad we. It later, we know who they're talking about. The truth is, because they were exiled. These people were supposed to be erased out of history. You understand me? Now, here's the funny thing about what I'm doing. Were they brought back into history through the story of Jesus and them? No. Think about what I'm saying so deep. When the story of Jesus and them came out, certain people knew what Imran knew what that city was, but a lot of people didn't. We got Google and shit now. So I can sit right here in South Central. You can sit right there and we can just Google it. But there was a time when we would have this discussion. It would turn to a big debate. They'd be like, Imran, where's that at? You don't know that. Show me a newspaper.
You can real-time fact check now.
But what I'm showing you, we waited 2,000 years for this. People think I'm trying to be funny when I say, Crip, Jesus, you waited 2,000 years for me. No, I'm serious. It took 2,000 years for me to be able to come on this screen and say, oh, look at that empty city in Egypt. That's what Jesus. Yeah, you Google this in the Quran, Google that city, and Google it and holler back at me. Oh, that city was already empty by the time Jesus was born. Booyah! Let me say it again for the listeners. The city was already empty by the time Jesus was born. So Jesus about that. What the Quran is revealing is some extra deep shit. It's telling you the ancestors of Jesus and them. It's talking about what I'm talking about, the tribe of Jesus. It's not talking about Joseph and his brother and sister and them that was standing right there with him. No disrespect to them. It's not. We know Pharaoh and Kenaton and Nefertiti and them was not hanging out with Jesus. They weren't around the same time.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
It gave you that name and that city for you to interconnect them, for you to do the homework and figure out, oh, so Kenaton and them did get kicked out. Or they did go up by Europe. Or they were in the Middle East and Spain and Italy. This Crip Jesus dude kind of know what hold on now.
That's an important point, because that's the more and more you give that type of information, the more you can see how stuff was fabricated. You know what I'm saying? The more and more you can see there's a story behind all of this, as opposed to here, just read this, take this, and let's roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm here to save us. This is what's going on. To wake us up. When Elijah Muhammad and them came and all that, they throw away the Bible. You get what I'm saying? And we threw out the baby with the bathwater because we had to wake up. But now I'm the one coming saying, wait. I think it was a baby in there, nigga. Y'all threw away the Bible to the Quran. I think y'all forgot it was a baby in there, that bathwater. I had to come bring the baby out for y'all.
You gotta find a baby.
Get that next slide.
Show them the parents. You find a baby, then show them the parents.
Booyah! Took us 40 minutes. I had to warm them up that much to get them ready. I think anybody who's never been introduced to this concept, you've heard a lot of these things before. And even you're like, damn, you know what I mean? Even I'm like, damn, as I'm going. So I know this is heavy for some people. I think by now y'all get it. When did Israel become Palestine? When did Israel so-called defeat Palestine? Was that ever? I thought that was called. No, Palestine. And don't think we're trying to get deep and say, well, we're going with this version of it. No, the people who live there call it Palestine. That's right, y'all. I want y'all to get that through your brain, Christians. The people who are related to him, who say, oh, yeah, we know, yeah, my great granddaddy was the Jesus type dudes. They call it Palestine. They spoke Arabic. And they practiced several religions. People think Muslim. No, there were those over there that said Allah and Isa and all that were Jewish, Christian. You know what I'm saying? There's different tongues.
Yep, that's true. Hence the battles over the lands through time.
So for all of y'all, it's Israel that in 1948, right? This is when they invaded. So for y'all that don't know, for y'all that heard about Hitler and the Holocaust and all that, after they got through with that and putting that on TV and saying, what are we gonna do now? They said, oh, they want to end them to hide inside in them about oil. But the problem was, no matter how much oil they got, no matter how much they knocked down the Ottoman Turks, no matter how much control they got, they didn't have an actual land in the Middle East. The British people, they like that. Zeus. That's my brother right there. Zeus, you're going to love this one. They've always wanted to sit in that seat of power in the Holy Lands. So much so that that's what the Holy Crusades was about. We had to kick them out over and over again. Because what you said was right exact. The fabrication they feed to the masses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be real. I haven't really brought up nothing on this screen that can't be looked up.
Yeah. This is pretty much common information just overlooked.
Perspective, looking at it from their culture and not our culture.
Yeah.
His culture, not I culture, not by culture. Mm-hmm. See, even if I'm gonna tell you something, I'm revealing to people. Even if you just go pro-black version, you're gonna miss out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, his feet. Like, hold on, brother. What you're doing is you're making your own what you would like to be deified and idolized. You're just becoming an idol worshiper of your own character.
Becoming more religious. Come
on, right? That's even more religious. Yeah. You went more fairy tale. You stepped out the whole entire bounds of reality.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because, they did such a good job putting all the religion concepts in our head, is that no matter what it is, it's always comes back in a twist of it being religious over and over again.
As we like to say, the spooky version, right?
Spooky version.
So as we see, 1948 is when they invade. It wasn't until 1967. They were over there murdering men, women, and children for 20 years. You talking about this their home. If this their home, why they ain't seen their cousins when they pulled up? Why didn't none of their names match or anything like that? No. This was an all-out occupation of the land. The same way we see a bunch of natives over here that we know are not the natives.
Yeah. And look at them. Look at that picture.
So if that's the tribe of Jesus, I put that one on purpose. Yes, I know.
Yeah. I mean, look at
Let me show the people on IG.
Man. Yeah, you got to look at this. Look, zoom in on that. Because you see, look at the dude on our left. You know what I'm saying? Look at his face. You know what I'm saying?
Look how dark he is. Yeah.
Yeah, and look at.
I want people to know it's not a melanated thing. It's a culture. It's not a melanated thing. This dude is working for the enemy.
Exactly. Look at him. They all look the same.
But who's oppressing who? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I dare say, if that's the tribe of Jesus, we're for sure the lost tribe of Jesus, because that's exactly what's going on this side.
Everywhere around the world right now, no matter where you go, it's just the later invaders of them faking the front of who we were. That's just the bottom line.
Israel absorbed the whole of historical Palestine, the whole thing, as well as additional territory from Egypt and Syria. By the end of the war, Israel had expelled over 300,000 Palestinians from their homes, including 130,000 who were displaced in 1948 and gained territory that was 3.5 times its size. Wow, you keep going, man. It gets worse.
Worse, yeah. Good gracious.
So this the flag. No, I don't see people usually give Jesus a nationality. If you ask the average Jesus worshiper what's his nationality, they're gonna look at you like, huh? His nationality is God. Nigga, what you mean? Heaven. It's like, nah, bro. Nationality is simple. Even if he's God in heaven, which nation was he born inside of? Because all nationality determines your nativity.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're dealing with science, geography.
Yeah.
These are basic concepts, but they get overlooked, especially
yeah.
with these watered down American school systems. So
Yeah.
Jesus would have to be Palestinian. I've seen people want to shoot me for saying that. I got a cousin, no disrespect. She got pissed off. I didn't even look around yet when I said that. Was on right? How many Palestinians? This is going on right now, brother. How many Palestinians were killed by Israel in 2023? The number of Palestinians killed by Israeli forces in the occupied West Bank since the beginning of 2023 has reached 95, including 17 minors and 2 elderly, after the killing of 21-year-old Mohammed Halak. Mohammed? I didn't even know. Oh, I'm so glad I said that. So Palestinian. Now you see why they don't want you to think of Jesus as being Palestinian, because that would make him Islamic. But we know Jesus wasn't a Christian. He can't be a Christian because they worship him. So what religion was he? They're going to tell you he was Jewish, but he clearly was not Jewish. Even if he was of Jewish descent, he was not of Jewish practice. See how this game goes here? But when you go to his land that he was from, where they say that he was born, and you look at who's there getting oppressed, who's getting attacked, because the same bag that was back in Rome is the same bag that's back in all this bullshit. It's the same banks, the same bag. That's what the Holy Crusades was about. So when you go there, fast forward thousands of years later, who's there getting beat up and ran out in Palestine? It's the same thing. The people with names like Muhammad. You better pay attention. 21-year-old Muhammad Alak and 43-year-old Muhammad Junidi Abu Bakr during a military raid on Nablus on Monday. This is April 4th. This is going on right now, y'all. This ain't 5,000, 10,000.
They fighting every day. Every day, bombs. I mean,
we're so lost, we don't even look at it.
Man. Yeah, I see it. I see it all the time, man. Another raid, Palestine. They going back and forth every time, all time, every day. Literally, I see it. I see it almost every day.
One. So this one stood out to me. That's why I put a picture of myself. That picture just hit me, man. That was me growing up. I can remember so many times I've got arrested and ended up with marks on my face, arms around my neck, just wondering why. Wasn't Jesus a criminal before he was even born? He was an outlaw before he was born. They had a warrant for his arrest when he came out the womb.
Yep.
So this resonated with me because I too, there was a system set in place for me since the time I came out the womb. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like I learned that life. So I resonate. I don't look to Jesus to find a picture, to find something to make me feel good about some Bronxburg feet. If you look at the nationality, and we go off this whole phenotype search that we're doing, you'll see his story, his nationality, where he's coming from, and his mom being to an African tribe but not being born, you know, just like with us. His story is our story.
I see what you're
Some people
saying.
say, well, I wasn't no crossing this and that. Then right here in Peter and Acts and Galatians, it said he was hung from a tree. Nigga, who else was hung from crosses back then and then hung from
Yeah,
trees later?
I see the connection
Still
you're
us.
making. Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point.
Who fits the story? I'll even go this deep. Who else has names that didn't have J's on them and got J's later? You see a lot in Spanish. Who was in Spain before the Catholics took over? Or so
Mm-hmm.
you got all these dudes. You talk about Puerto Rico. You hear talk about Portugal because they're stuck in the little line and be our culture. I say make a whole new class with the Blue Bible and bicultural sitting right there on that to break them out. It's called Free Your Mind 101. Right?
That's it.
Because I think a lot of dudes, I get a lot of this when I'm teaching. Ooh, wow, I was right there. It's not as deep as a lot of people think. It's us that are are not bicultural.
Yeah.
It's us.
Yeah. No,
how many times we talked about Jesus that didn't mention Palestine? We did. How many times you seen brothers talk about? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you see what I'm doing with this. I didn't go nowhere extra deep.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't go. They thought it was gonna be the rabbit hole. They thought it was gonna be some aliens flying around by now.
It's more you just step back and literally just deal with actual facts. That's what it is.
Actual facts. Peace to the God. That's one of my guys out in Detroit. Peace, God. Hit me in the DM or something, Lord. I need your info. We are people I need to tap in with right down here. They felt the energy and pulled up. You feel me? Go to the next one. I damn near forgot what I put next. Because I had I had an old stuff. Tribe. I think we can end it here. Well, not end it for good, but I'm saying we can kind of go into what we need to do here. The term tribe, wait, hold on, my bad, for my IG family. The term tribe is used in many different contexts to refer to a category of groups, a human social group. We don't want to look at Jesus, Muhammad, or any of them people as no prophet, fairy tale type of stuff. I like what that just said. What it said, a human social group, like a gang, like a pack of homies. You can ask questions. What's the 40 Crips about? Tell me the mysteries of the 40 Crips. No, let's go over there where they're at. Let's see how they're dressed and see what their names is, and then we can get into it and find out actual facts, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Actual facts. So what we did today was we went into the tribe of Jesus. Who are you? Where? Who? When? What? And you'll get some actual facts. You'll see how you connect to that, and how if you go even further back, before the Israel-Palestine conflict, this has been going on since the Holy Crusades.
Yeah. No, but I like the way you brought Akhenaten in there because it even goes beyond that, and you can, what I'm saying, that's even showing you the root of the Christian aspect and just the whole origins of Christianity predating any of that. Y'all gotta see the connection, man. This stuff been going on, been twisted for a long time.
The word Amram, go X. I'll even type it into the comments for y'all. Exodus 6, chapter 6, verse 20. That's the father for Moses and Aaron. The Aaron, like I said, is really representing on that answer talk about. I'm back in here though. So look, what the point is, though, reason why M is in X20 and all that is because it's not an actual person. Y'all now check this out. Y'all can't get y'all all the hot sauce. Go get the Blue Bible. You can find out who Amram really is. It's that deep. I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but go get the Blue Bible. You're going to find out who Amram really is. That's a little deeper conversation. But the point is, from what we just had this last hour, we can for sure break down it's a tribe. It's those group of people from Tel El Armana. That goes with Akhenaton, King Tut, Nefertiti, Nefertari, all your favorite Egypt people.
Yeah.
You did?
It keeps on going back, and it keeps on going back, and it keeps on going back. Not only that, it goes back to people that they have remains of, you know what I'm saying? People that you can see it existed, as opposed to being mythological.
Exactly, right? Now, by connecting it, by connecting Jesus' mother's name through the Quran, and by also referencing the Quran with the Bible and put it to an actual geographical space, we see that these are a group of people born in Palestine, right above Egypt, but with ties to the city of Egypt. There's no difference from me being born in California with ties to Louisiana and saying I'm Gullah Geechee. There's no difference from somebody being born in North Carolina and saying my granddaddy and them is from Florida, we're Seminoles. There's no difference. It's just that us as black people, we've been stripped of so much, we don't even allow ourselves to be bicultural anymore.
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't that nigga, you just a nigga. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
I'm a proud nigga. It's all type of niggas. Don't tell me nothing like that. I ain't just a nigga. Right? So we got where their ancestors came from. And what you see is that even the other stories to the background tribe of Tel El Armana, which is the root of the 18th dynasty, you see that we bring in Pharaoh Ramses. Well, if you take the whole Ramses, making it English and Latin with the tongue, you get Ramosis. Ramosis. He's a Moses. He's writing that story. Well, in the story of Moses, but check this out. In the story of Moses, there's a reason why they keep saying Pharaoh, Pharaoh, Pharaoh. The Pharaoh was called Moses, but they didn't recognize him as a real one. They're calling the dude that was born in slavery. He's like, I'm of the tribe of the Moses that y'all claiming to be. Right? In the Ramoses, Pharaoh Ramses. Now, how can I confirm that? Well, check this out. We talk about tribes and real things and actual facts. In the Quran that was written 2,000 years ago, it said this. It doesn't say this in the Bible. The Bible talks about the parting of the sea and all that, and the Pharaoh getting drowned in the water, and that's because that's their version. You notice in their stories, they just tell what they got handed down to them. I'm not saying the Bible's a lie. I'm saying it's the third party version.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why when he said serpent talked to Eve, he's not lying, but that's what he heard. That's how he understands. He doesn't understand that the serpent is the Naga tribe. You feel what I'm saying? But it really going deeper. So in the story of Exodus, they got that story handed down to them. Oh yeah, there was a Pharaoh and he drowned in the water and such and such. Yeah, we heard that. But in the Quran, it says this. It says that this happened, and I will give a sign back. It says the people will say that this did not happen, and I will give a sign to them to prove. This is what it says to the Pharaoh. It said, well, let me calm down. I'm getting too excited. Hold on. Shama. Okay, listen. In the Quran, it says that
that's a good thing.
It says that the Pharaoh said, Allah, I believe in you now, right when the water was coming. And it says that Allah says, because you believe at the ending, I will make you a sign to the people. Now that just sounds like hoopla, who cares? But what you'll realize real quick is that what's that sign? What were they talking about? You want to hear about some prophecy, nigga? Just about 60 years ago, they looked in Pharaoh Ramses' tomb and they had a bunch of salt water and seaweed. And they're trying to figure out how the hell did you get a Pharaoh mummified and all that, but it looks like his tomb and all that's been in the ocean. More of the mysteries of the lost tribe of Jesus. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is we wouldn't even look at Tel El Armani or the 18th dynasty to connect to those stories if we didn't understand this. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The word tribe and nation are used interchangeably, but hold very different meanings for many native people. Tribes often have more than one name because this is what we this is what more than European derived Americas, they use pronunciations of the tribal names or rename the tribes with European names. The same thing happened over there, y'all. There's no difference. Palestine, we try to say Philistine. That's a mispronunciation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jesus, Isa. It's all mispronunciations from the outside.
Allah, El
that
Elo.
we've been taught to take. Yeah, exactly. That we've been taught to take die over. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hit that next
the
one.
next one. All right.
Yeah. Anthropology. And I think for y'all, this is where we'll stop. Jesus is called the second Adam in the Bible. What that actually means, they're saying that he's the new man. He's the new example. But all of this, we got if we're going to ever be able to really step outside the spooky understanding, we got to get into a science that we can use, and that would be anthropology.
Mm-hmm.
From now on, when y'all dealing with any of these historical people, you need to look at them from the perspective of anthropology, which is a systematic study of humanity with the goal of understanding our evolutionary origins, our distinctiveness as a species, and the great diversity in it all. Because what happens is this. Evolutionary. You have to be able to understand people in a place for the time period.
Mm-hmm.
Put it into context of that time. If not, you're 100% lost.
Yeah. It becomes fiction.
We become the lost tribe of Jesus. Because you're reading about 2,000 years ago. You're not even looking at that place right now.
And you're not even
this is how the tribe becomes
any true, you're not showing any true remnants or any, again, actual facts of the true existence of it all. You might as well just be making it up completely.
And this is where you get the people that say, I told you it was fake. See, throw it all away, because they were able to convince the other person, don't look at none of the facts that's there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at the name. Don't look at this. Don't look at that. I'm just here to show y'all, hey, now that we got Google and everything, we got all these computers and screens, and I just got out of prison, I know about this stuff, I can actually show y'all now.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But those names were there already. Those places were there already. You know what I mean? That science was there already.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's being lost. We got to be, we have to admit that we're lost so we can find. I think that's what made me start looking for Palestine. Is I had to admit I'm lost. What the preacher told me is I'm not looking for Bethlehem to say, see, I told you. I'm looking to say, well, where's that? You know what I'm saying? If I admit I'm lost, maybe I can get found.
That's we were talking about this last night, just how if you people think in this world that you're going to find the actual truth from the common knowledge that you're given, ain't no way in the hell. They got that stuff encrypted. They got it behind, puzzles, behind, you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, like you were saying, or like the good brother was saying, is that now with this technology and this information, you can pick this stuff out if you know what you're looking at. It's not that difficult.
Perspective, you know?
Yeah, perspective. Yep.
And I think without the proper perspective, none of the information matters. You'll go forever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You'll get nowhere fast.
It's true. You need all of the tools to make the picture right. You need to read, the Book of the Dead. You know what I'm saying? You need to read the Quran. You need to read the Bible. You need to, all these things all connect because, like I said, I'm keeping saying, you know how many.
I'm listening.
No, you know how many people that, coming from a Christian standpoint, me growing up, that look at the Quran as demonic or all this, that Muslim stuff, and they talk all this stuff, and then you just ask them simple questions about it, and they don't have a clue.
Yeah.
I mean, they these people are so brainwashed and ignorant that they think that something that is connected right along with it it's just something that's is in their minds as bad as voodoo or witchcraft.
Yeah.
I mean, like with that same
No,
type
yeah,
of
straight
ignorance
up.
and hatred. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same people talking it in the Quran, in the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
They got to get bicultural, man. That's the only way they're going to be able to
Yeah.
open their head and see that they're people. See, us as the original people, we're quadruple cultural, you know what I mean? Quintitural cultural. Like, we've been around for
Yeah.
so long.
So long.
Each
Yeah.
of us have
With all of
had
it.
many cultures, invented cultures,
Yeah.
threw away cultures, started new ones.
And go pre-dynastic beyond Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Keep on going back beyond that. You know.
Patois, you know what I'm saying? Like what we do with the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Broken English, broken. This is what we do. We create cultures. Oh, we ain't
Yeah.
talking that type of ebonics no more, nigga. We talking hip hop now. Oh, that's the hip hop. We
Yeah.
talking trap talk now. We do hip hop.
It keeps on evolving.
That's what we
Keeps on
do. We
evolving.
keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to put it in context from an anthropological point. You know what I mean?
That's true. Look at that field of study. Y'all see that? A field of study. Not making shit up. Field of study.
Yeah. So lost tribe of Jesus. I just say this is the official tribe. I'm saying lost. Even the ones that are there, a lot of them, oh, my parent was this or that. This is why they see, look at that. Think about it like this. We're reading the holy books. We're reading about somewhere thousands of miles away. It's always going to seem mystical to us. But imagine you had a holy book about where you were born at. Imagine your holy book is about Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Feel me? Or it's about New York or something. It's not as mystical now. Now you're really trying to figure out your grandparents. You're really trying to figure out yourself. You understand me? And that's what we have going on here. You know, that's why I put, even a lot of people over there are lost. They'll go with the this or that. I bet you this, even this breakdown. Hey, I got a whole website. People get at me every day. I've had people get at me from Africa saying, man, the way you break down the Kenton, the Imram, oh, it's beautiful. And they're in Africa.
Yeah.
You would think they hear this all day. No, hell no.
Yeah. And they closer.
That's why
Yeah.
I dare say I dare say, even with all those books you see, those type of guys every day that just know stuff. They still don't respect. The respect because it's the content. You know what I mean? And like even I may present some I heard that. But you still was able to keep up and know what's going on because your perspective is already, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already know this don't stand, that don't, and that's where, that's where the Quran comes in, because if everything I broke down was off a name of the Quran and this and that, imagine when it wasn't around. Imagine that 600 years when they was teaching those books, they didn't have the Quran or Islam or no alternative to compare it to.
Yeah.
That means all that stuff I'm telling you about, it wasn't written down. This was what people whispered. Man, they're not from over there. They from this city, man. El Imran. Right? Before the Quran was out, that was just a whisper. That was a rumor.
Yeah.
You feel me? Amongst the Egyptians, amongst the after. Can you go back a few? Just so I can let them know, because they can still rewatch it right after. So I want them to know. One more. Well, a couple more. It's that Egypt one. So right here, y'all was explaining that Jesus' nationality, which is Palestinian. See about the Israeli. So for all y'all talking about y'all Hebrew Israelite, and Israel this and Israel that, the Israelis over there killing Palestinians right now. Okay, so be careful which name you pledge allegiance to, because That you can't just keep saying it doesn't matter. It's the they changed it or it don't work. Names don't just get changed like that, y'all. It ain't just as simple as you go into a book and change a name. When the name applies to a whole entire people, it usually means there's a different group of people there right now. That's why the name changed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll go the other way.
Which way?
I want you to go back to the MRAM thing because I want to show them that just came in, the MRAM.
Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
That just came into the IG. So for all y'all on IG that might want to watch it, this was, you see that statue of Pharaoh Akhenaton? So we were able, the Bible, you know, Jesus' name and the Virgin and all that, and it says that he fled down to Egypt when he was running, on the run. And the name of the tribe his mother came from. More like that when he went down. Imran is the native tribe of Egypt called Armana in Latin. That's the city Tel El Armana. Tel El Armana, y'all. We're gonna beat you over all night. Y'all can go ahead and watch the video over and over if you need to. But what y'all really need to do, if you want to go, because we could do this over and over. You want to get deeper, you need to get that bicultural for sure. You need to tap in with me. Don't play, because my book ain't even out yet. All right, we're doing the pre-order run right now because we giving y'all the raw, uncut version straight from me to you before they make me take all this hot shit out. You feel me? And for all y'all, you know I'm a new author, so what I'm doing is for when y'all tap in with the pre-order with this, everything need y'all to push that out. That's just the pre-order game. Everybody else that gets the regular copy, y'all just get the copy with it. So the point is, you want to know more about this Armana and who these people are? Oh, it gets deep. It gets deep. We're going more than I might have to come back. It's Armana tribe or something, you know what I'm saying? For real. You know. But I hope y'all enjoy y'all trip down the rabbit hole, man. And I want to take y'all further down with the Blue Bible. You know what I mean? And whatever else we get into with this convo. But that was all I had for the presentation. I didn't really want to get it's okay. As you can see, I know you can see how many slides is in there. It goes way deeper, but I want this.
This is part one. This is part one. Part one.
You see, I get to the Freemasonry and all that, but
yeah, you can't leave the people hanging, man. You know, this is part one. We're gonna say this part one, and we're gonna let you know what I'm saying, let this resonate with the folks, you know what I'm saying, let it run its course, and we're gonna come back for part two. It looks like we got enough to break about 4 parts down, really. That's what it looks like. So yeah, man. Hey man, this was
you know, I'm glad. Yeah, because that's not the tribe of Jesus, right? You see where I had Adam and this hat of the Illuminati that I showed you. I mean, so it gets deep. I think bringing all that right now will just, you know what I mean? I want them to get Palestine through their head right now. I want them to get Egypt and Palestine connected right now.
Yeah.
I want them to get Imran instead of just saying Jesus was Egypt. Jesus was Egypt. Because they're the same people. I want them to say Jesus, Tel El Armana, Imran, Miriam. You feel me? I see a lot of ladies that slid in here. Any women, y'all need to watch this over and over and over. Please get this information to your children. This will change their life course of how they understand and see things. We need more productive members of society. It's getting annoying out here now.
I think it's very important. This whole thing was very important because you connected religious texts to reality, to again actual facts. You connected them all, and also hopefully these people that saw this, they could see that they need to go to these, like I said, they're different tools that they have and see how they're all interconnected, going back to an earlier time in which concepts today come from. I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Because it kills it makes you, and not only obviously it makes you question, but it does deal with getting the spookism out of there and dealing again with actual facts, which is very important.
And if those who do like the spooky stuff, like to have fun, it makes the spook real. You don't gotta believe in that crap and say, I think it was this, and I believe. You can actually be like Crip Jesus and say, this was the war, this was the place, this is where it happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That king was killing babies and Mary and all that. Like,
and
it feels good to know that, hey, I wasn't just duped. I can explain it now, right? Because I was part of that group. When I first started getting the knowledge, I'm like, oh, it was lies, and I was lied to. Once I realized I wasn't lied to, I had a lack of understanding. I didn't know how to break it down.
Yeah.
It just became even more beautiful. You know?
That's true. No, that's true. You got to dig. You got to dig for the information. That's the bottom line. All right, so Lost Tribe of Jesus with Crip Jesus. We're gonna have a part 2, right? But from what it looks like.
Wait, hold on, bro. Before you even go out of here, I just realized something I didn't even realize my damn self. I just talked my damn self.
What?
Hold on. Are black people Israelites or not? Are y'all just saying to do the research? No, we're saying to watch the episode. I seen you come in the last. Come up here talking about 2 minutes. We broke it way down. We stream your and we on your live right now. Make sure you pull up. Don't play with us. Because I know it's probably some people watching the stream. You're gonna say so what they saying. Don't come at the very last 2 minutes talking about what they saying. Watch the video. Because if you watch the video, you wouldn't even be using the word black people. You know exactly what tribe we talking about and who they are and where they are and what's going on, brother. Watch the video. We've been going for an hour and a half up in here. Why are you using the word Israelite? Jesus was Palestinian. We broke that down already. The Israelites is the motherfuckers that just invaded in 1948. Israelite. Israeli. Watch the video, brother. You got question marks because you ain't watched the video. You see. For everybody that's watching the video right now that did watch the video, go back and watch it some more because that was some heavy stuff we hit y'all with. Because I'm about to say something. I didn't realize that what we just proved was that that's Jesus' granddaddy. That's Jesus. That's one of Jesus' granddaddy. You heard me? Yeah, I understood the tribal thing. I wasn't looking at it like that. I wasn't looking at him saying that's his granddaddy. I didn't realize I proved that.
No, but that's it's a good point what the brother's saying is because he's laying a foundation right now. He's laying a foundation of stuff that's been overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's it is he's laying a foundation for more clarification and is laying a foundation to be, as he said, being bicultural and using the tools again to look at anything in a broader perspective as opposed to just a religious perspective. You got to go if you're going to go religious, you got to research all the things that's connected. You know what I'm saying? Because they're all interconnected. You know what I'm saying? So the brother did a very good job laying a foundation and not only that, giving you some stuff that you can actually study. You know what I'm saying? So bro, we're gonna do the part 2, right?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do as many parts as we need.
Yeah. I think from all the slides I saw, it's probably gonna be a part 4, part 1 through 4.
Woo! Let's get it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Crip Jesus, my good brother, man. I'm very happy to have you on here. You know what I'm saying? Great information, beautiful presentation. I'm ready for part 2. Like I said, we're gonna let it kind of resonate with the folks, let it run its course, and we're gonna come back.
Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to give for the folks?
No, like I told y'all, man, come to me at Holy Crip Jesus on Instagram, Crip Jesus Blue God on Twitter, or just come to cripjesus.com. Don't even waste your time with all that. Just type in cripjesus.com. It's really that simple. And what you want to do, what you don't want to miss out on, and let this pass your time, and let the whole country know something that you don't know, you want to get that blue Bible. Because once it spreads all around the country, you're going to feel left out. Like, wow, these people know this shit and I don't know more. And then they're going to be looking at you because we're not judging off color no more when the blue Bible gets around. We're going to know who got the blue spirit and who don't. Okay? Right. Who's talking in the blue light of the truth. You know what I'm saying? And things like this, Armada and MRAM. I plan on having, I'll pull up in a club in Atlanta and they're talking about this. And got they Nefertiti chains on, they touch chains saying this the tribe of Jesus. Nigga, you don't even know. That's where I'm about to take it. This is about to be, that's why I'm rapping and all that. This is about to be the norm of the conversation. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So y'all gonna have to go ahead. Y'all gonna have to read the Blue Bible regardless. If you don't read it, you're gonna hear about it. People are gonna be discussing it around you. So you might as well stop playing now and get your special edition. And then after that, I'm gonna smack you with the bicultural.
Mm-hmm. CripJesus.com. Go there, check out his book. Like you said, bicultural, living and leaving the world of illusions. That's it for us. You know what I'm saying?
What's the because I kept saying the name of the book and not the what's the name you use for your author name?
Bicultural, living and leaving the world of illusion.
I'm saying the author name.
Oh, Muzoser Ankhet.
Okay.
My finger is in the way there.
Moose,
there you go.
Moose,
Moose
M-U-S, Zoser, Z-O-S-E-R, Ankh, A-N-K-H, hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Hot. Yes, sir.
That's real important because they type that in. I'm pretty sure he's not. They ain't nobody else with that name. You type that in, he popped up. Yeah,
you're exactly right. That's it. But that's it for us here. You know what I'm saying? CripJesus.com, Polka Dot Rapping Podcast. If you haven't already, please follow, like, and share this. We're gonna come with this part 2 in the very near future. Again, if you have not already, please follow, like, and share this podcast and this podcast station, both of us. And that's it for us. Peace and love until part 2.
Peace.